Yo guys, that doesn't sound right. Yo guys, it's Jay, welcome back to my channel. Obviously today we're doing a bit of a different video. I'm gonna be telling you about how it is growing up in an African household. If you do like this video, like, subscribe, comment, you know what to do. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, cool. So I'm just gonna be talking about like how it was for me. You see me, my parents, obviously Nigerian, Brazilian, cool. Yeah, if you didn't know that about me, I'm Nigerian, Brazilian. But yeah, my parents, they're not like really strict. I say when I was younger, they were probably like more strict, but like as I was growing up, they kind of like learned to like leave me alone, give me my space and shit. But see me, I'm a kid. I was a kid in it. I was a menace. I'll be so real. Like, I know I wasn't the best behaved child in it, but the stories that I have from like, what, like 2-3 years ago when I was still like in secondary school, whatever, bro, can't lie, I wasn't the best child. But you know, you live and you learn. Now, there was one time, yeah, I was like, I don't know, 16, 15. And this was the first time I like brought a girl to my house. I brought a girl to my house, I snuck her in it, because basically it was just my brother at home, innit? My mum going to work, my dad wasn't even like there, whatever. I called a girl, yeah, I told her come. My mum's gone. Obviously my brother, yeah, he's not snitching it, like you can't really like say anything too tough. So obviously I tell her come, she comes, we're chilling. When I tell you, I thought, like, even though every single time my parents like proved me wrong, I always thought I was smarter than them, innit? Like me being stupid, I always thought I was smarter than them. So obviously, yeah, I was like, yeah, this is gonna work. It's a foolproof plan. I'm telling you, this thing nearly worked. I just jammed at the end, bro. So she comes to my house, and comes to my house, we're chilling, blah, 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 you know, doing whatever it is, you know, teenagers do. She's now spent like maybe 2 hours, and obviously I know my mom's like routine for work, yeah, so I know when she comes home, around the time she comes home, so I was like, let me just even play it safe and tell the girl to leave earlier than like what I normally thought my mom would come home in. Everything was planned, like, yeah, she came to my room, we just chilling in my room, stayed there for a couple of hours, and then obviously it was time for her to go. When I tell you, she was getting ready to go. When I tell you, like, she just like 20 more seconds, she was out of the house. In the space of those 20 seconds, bro, my mom, I hear that door unlock. Bro, my heart dropped to the ground. I heard that door go. I started panicking, like my heart rate went like the sky's the limit, yeah. And cool, so now I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna do this. So obviously my mom's now come back into the house, innit? And I tell the girl to run to my room and hide I tell the girl to run into my room and hide underneath my duvet, innit? And obviously, like, my mom's come in and like I'm just acting bare off. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because I thought I was gonna get caught, but this doesn't normally happen to me. No, I'm a calm, compulsive liar. I won't even lie, like I'm a compulsive liar. Like when I need to lie, I can think of a lie on the spot. But when she, I don't know, I think it's just because it caught me so off guard, innit? So she came in and then she could just straight away notice that someone's off. Like I was just acting so fidgety. I was just walking up and down the house. I went to the flipping kitchen to go wash plates, bro. I don't do that. I don't just randomly do that unless I'm told. I want to go randomly wash the plates. I want to go wash the plates. Obviously, my brother, my brother didn't snake me, but he did. Because he kept going into my room. And like, you just go in and come out, go in and come out. And my mum, she must have clocked that, yeah. And then it was like, Jaden, what's wrong? Obviously, he didn't say anything, innit? And then my mom goes into my room, yeah. She goes into my room. She lifts the duvet. I don't know what, like, she just knew. Like, you know mothers, yeah? Mothers they just know everything. Like, when something's wrong, they just know. She lifted those covers, yeah. Obviously, I was still in the kitchen at that time. She lifted those covers, saw the girl. Just like, Jonathan. I was like, when she said my name, yeah, I was like, yeah, love. Like, I just put red hands, like, just have to firm it, I'll be so real, like, I just got caught red-handed, really, like, she said my name, you see the fear that dropped, bro, the fear that, like, got into me, yeah, I've never felt fear like that before in my life, like, she called me, she said, Jonathan, what is this? I just stood there, I stared at her face, I can't lie, I stared at her face, and obviously, now she's gone to the living room, I'm now going to the room where the girl is, I tell her, take your shit and go. Because you know what my mum said? She said, you know what she said? She said, give me the parents' phone number, I'm calling them, and I'm taking this girl there, I'm going to discuss as to why you man think you can be doing this. Bro, when she said that, yeah, I ran to my room, told the girl, get your shit, get out of the house, and she ran. Thank God she did, because if my mum had taken both of us, I don't think I could ever recover from that. I'll be so raw. Like, do you know how crazy that is? Especially, but yeah, moral of the story, don't bring girls home. Don't sneak them in. Tell your parents. But yeah, fam, I can't like, just growing up in that African household, it was just like bare like adventures. I'll be so real. Like, I was actually living my own movie. I'll be so real. Like, I wish I could tell you everything that happened, because I just have stories upon stories here. But like, I'm just trying to keep it like nice and concise, innit? But like, I remember this one time, I was young. Like, I want you guys to realize I was actually very young at this time. Okay, not very young. I was like, I don't know, he's 6 years, 7. No, I was still young. I was young. And obviously we just had like sex education in school, innit? And me being me, I was just curious. I was like, oh, okay, what's sex? Like, it was very new to me, innit? Like, I was like, what is this shit? Like, what is it? So I just go do a bit of research, you know, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. And then I just start, I look, and I just find some very, you know, interesting sites. And obviously at the time, my auntie was like there, like she was visiting for a while, innit? And obviously, I don't know why I didn't just use my own phone, but I used her iPad. I typed it in. I typed in what I needed to type. Like, you guys, if you know, you know. I typed it in, yeah, came up, cool. Me being me, I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. I got caught. When I tell you I got caught in the most stupidest way, like, you see, the thing is, my mom says, yeah, if you're gonna do something stupid, at least be smart with it. Me, I'm always dumb. Like, I don't think things through. So obviously, I look up on her iPad, didn't I? She notices it. Like, I didn't close the history, I didn't close the tab, I just left it open. Like, all I did was went off Safari. If she went back on it, she would have seen it there, and obviously that's what she did, didn't it? So, she saw it, yeah, she called me. My mum was at work or something, I don't know, like, I was just with her, just me, her, my brother. She then calls me to the room. I'll go into that room, and she says, Jonathan, what is this? I didn't even know what to say, because at the time, I was so confused as to what it was like. Sex was very, I don't know, it was very, what's the word I'm looking for? It was just very something, innit? Like, it was just very new to me, so I was just like very curious and shit. So obviously she said, well, like, what is this? I was just like, I don't know. And then she's like, you know, I had to tell your mum. Oh, bro, you know, I went straight to my knees and started begging her. I begged. Like, I've never begged like that in my life. I begged and I begged. Obviously she still told my mum, innit? Like, I don't beg me, like, come on now, I'm young, I should be looking at that shit. But my mum found out, told my dad. The same day, both of my parents called me. My dad, Jonathan Oluwadamisi, come here. You know when my dad says my full name, yeah? That's when I know I'm in trouble. Like, that's not even like all my names like this. I've still got more names, but when he says like Oluwadamisi, I know I'm in trouble. Like, there'll be times you just say Oluwadamisi, he wouldn't call me Jonathan. He would say my like African name. When he says that, I know I'm in trouble, innit? So he says, yeah, come down. Me and my parents were just sitting at the table. My dad, he sat me down at that table, opened his laptop, and just put the flipping thing up, like what I searched on my auntie's iPad, didn't it? And he just looked at me, you know, and just said, so this is what you want to be doing with your life, da 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 da. You see, that day I got punished. That day I got punished. Like, I was doing the flipping knee, go on your knees, hands up, don't move it. If you move it, if it goes down, you get beaten. Like, bro, I was there for like a good 2 hours. And actually, in fact, bro, you know that day I was expecting, you know, I was going to the naughty corner. If you might know what the naughty corner is, let me know, because like, I don't, only certain niggas that know about the naughty corner. Like, man had that. I'm doing the punishment, everything. Like, 2 hours later, my parents are just watching TV. I'm still on my knees with my hands up here. And then they said, okay, cool, go to your room. You know what my dad said to me? He said, carry your skinny backside to that room. To this day, and I've never forgotten that. Like, you know, I never felt so like, it made me feel some type of way. Like, how can you say that to me? Your son, bro. I don't know why that just hurt my chest so much. You know what I did when I left? I went to my room and I slammed my door. You know, that's one thing you just don't do. You don't slam doors. But I slammed the door. They came in, and I just said, oh, I just hit my hand or something. I hit my hand on the door. But when I tell you, I completely bammed that door. Oh, Lord have mercy, like, oh, man. Now, let me just do like one more. I think like one will be calm, innit? But like, oh my God, no. This just reminded me of something. Wait, see, dude, let me tell you about this time, yeah. This time was not my proudest moment. I won't lie, like, this time I just have to laugh because you know what it was? It was a very smart plan at the time, but I just fumbled. I fumbled the bag. Bad, bro. Like, imagine, yeah, cool. This is the first time I ever snuck at my house. Like, I've never, like, you know, gone out, come back, whatever. Like, this is the first time I snuck out of my house. So it's a party. Bear in mind, yeah, I blame you, Darren. You see you, yeah, you're the worst influencer ever. Like, I didn't want to go. I just got peer pressured into going. And you're just like, come. So I just, you know what I did? I just said, cool, let's go, whatever, let's go. I had to think about how I was going to get out of the house. So the first thing I did, I got a pillow. I put it in my bed, yeah. I put it in my bed. And then I put a pillow in my bed to pretend like it was me in it. So if my mum wants to come into the thing, you know, she'll just see something and just leave. And it looks believable. Like, even the time it was, like, my mum doesn't really come to my room after a certain time, innit? Because, you know, she wants me to sleep and stuff. So, like, it was even around, like, midnight-ish, 1 a.m. I'm now about to leave. My cousin's living with me at the time. Tammy, remember this day. I remember this day. I asked him, Tammy, can you throw something out go out to throw something in a bin, so I can sneak out with, like, as he's going out, if that makes sense. So my mom won't be hearing like 2 different footsteps, if that makes sense, like at 2 different times. So like as he left the door, yeah, literally walking by his side, yeah, and then we both went out. He came back in, I didn't. Obviously, bro, I don't think you understand how smart that was. Like, that was the smartest thing I've ever thought of in my life. Now, I'm out of the house, partying. The party, oh, bro, South London parties, yeah, I didn't even enjoy myself. Like, I got a little 1-2 wine, music was okay, it was alright, like, it was actually alright. It wasn't worth it, I'll be serious. It was not worth my patience, it wasn't worth my time, it wasn't worth anything, I can't lie. All of this hard work that I put into it was not worth it. The motive was mid. It was mid. Now my mum, she calls my phone and I'm like, what the hell? I was like, I did everything right. Like, how could she have still found out? You know what it was that got me caught? You know what it was that got me caught? Obviously at the time I broke my charger. So I was using my mum's charger in it. I forgot to put the charger back in her room. That, I'm telling you, you think, oh, maybe, you know, she heard me go out the house or something. I forgot her charger. And you see my mum, she's a very strong Christian. God works in her, like, God works for her in ways you can't even imagine. Like, you wouldn't think that would be something you get caught for, but I'm telling you, God would just tell her, there's something, like, I don't know, it just gives her some sort of message that will somehow lead to me being in trouble, like, me getting found out, whatever. She goes into her room, she's looking for her charger. She goes down to get the charger from the socket, yeah. Looks like to my bed and sees I'm not there. You're telling me that's how I got caught? I was so annoyed, bro. I was so annoyed. And obviously, yeah, she's now calling my phone. I'm not picking up. Like, I was actually so scared to pick up. And she was sending me texts like, Jonathan, where are you? Blah, 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 blah. Get home, blah, 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 blah. Like, if you think you're coming back in this house, blah, blah, blah. Bro, it was actually mad. Like, it was actually mad. I'm now coming back home I'm doing a walk of shame, bro. I'm doing a walk of shame. I come inside. I think, was my auntie there? I feel like when I came home, my auntie was there. I don't know. I can't remember. I may be confusing or something else. But I came home, my mum just started going, oh my God. Like, you know when someone's just so angry, like, that they can't even be angry, like, if that makes sense, like, because if they showed the anger that they had, you probably die that day. Like, my mum was angry, and I don't blame her in it, like, it's understandable, but the way I jammed that day, because of a charger, bro, I got caught a charger. Imagine how silly that is. If I had put that charger back in the room, I would have gone away with the scot-free. I'm telling you now, I would have got away with this scot-free. Oh my days. And yeah, that's like a little, like, I don't know, get to know me in a way. Like, I don't know, yeah, you probably know a little bit more about me, because I ain't really ever done a video like this before. But yeah, if you like this video, let me know. If you want more like this, comments, you know what to do. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.